Ready? Someone is asking about why they are so misunderstood, that they are a very sensitive person, but they're thought by others to be very tough. That used to be me, by the way. I think sometimes, I know sometimes, that very sensitive people tend to put on a mask, of strength. They pretend to be, really tough, and sometimes they don't even know that they're doing it. It's just a habit. It's a habit they do to protect themselves, and they keep it up because it works. It keeps people at a distance because, they're not seen as approachable. And the person then starts getting that reinforcement, thinking, well, I must be something wrong with me, and I'm being hurt because people don't approach me. Or, they get hurt then because, why don't people like me? Or why do they think that, why don't they think that I'm sensitive? Why do they think I'm all this all tough and all this kind of stuff? Well, the reason, is because they're doing exactly what you're wanting them to do without realizing it, and that is protecting your space or respecting your space. Here's the answer to how to help this along. Smile. Smile a whole lot. I'm telling you, sometimes a person, they get kind of lost in their own thoughts, or again, they have unconsciously perhaps created this facade that says, don't touch me. I'm scared of you. I'm afraid to be vulnerable. And they will tell you, I don't feel afraid. But the more you talk to them, the more you realize, oh, yeah, they're afraid. They're afraid of being, known. Maybe their being known would show that they're not good enough or this or that. Or maybe they have social anxiety. Or maybe they just, like I said, have gotten in the habit of, I'm vulnerable. Please, don't trump on my heart. But then again, as I said, it creates loneliness because you actually are sensitive and maybe empathic, and you might really need to have a human connection. Kind of put the facade, of being happy at least, or approachable up here. Fake it till you make it, like I've told you. Create an image, if you will, of being the person you wish you were, which is strong but loving and friendly, and keep the shield maybe behind the facade. That way you'll still be protected, but you might find you don't need all that protection. You might find that once you allow yourself to be a little bit vulnerable, that maybe it's not such a bad thing, that you might find you're able to connect with others. You might find that being human is not such a bad thing when you're in the company of other like-minded humans. So I understand completely, though. I've told you this before. I am, too, a very, very shy and sensitive person. But I put on the facade of being maybe more outgoing than I am. But it has helped me to become more of that. It became more my true reality, not a lie. I incorporated that into me, okay? Now, listen to me. I want to tell you what I mean. Back when I was really young, and I didn't know that I was putting up a fierce almost front. I'm scared of everybody, I didn't have no idea that anybody ever would be intimidated by me, and I have told other people, by the way, that they intimidate me and they don't get it. But one day, by mistake, I was making a little film, and I accidentally got my voice on it, talking to my kids at that time. And even though it was funny, it was also very telling, because I sounded just terribly mean. And I had no idea. I had no idea that my voice was carrying such authority, I guess. And then I looked at some old pictures, and it's like in these pictures I look like that, grim. I wouldn't approach me neither. And, people thought I was so tough and so strong, and had no concern of I could do what I wanted. I'd walk over anybody to get it. It was so opposite of the reality of me. But I had nobody to blame but myself. But it was not coming from a place of being mean or anything. It was just coming from a place of fear. And, again, I learned that was a wake-up call. Smile. It helps you to not scare people. And, you can still maintain your privacy, your protective shield, but you might find again that you don't need it so much. You may find that you're shielding against some good things that might like to come to you, good people that might like to come to you, goodness might like to come to you, but you have to kind of learn a little bit on how to relax a little bit and just act like a person you want to be, you know? Act like the person that you truly are under that facade. Let a little bit of it out. Let a little bit of the goodness that is already in you shine through. And I think you're going to have a good result.